Hey, stack farmers. When you're loading different types of plants into your system, first off, make sure your system is set up for that type of plant. Once that's figured out, inserting and removing your plant of choice is paramount to a healthy crop, but also a hands-off approach. So I've set up this method to be very hands-off, very easy to use, and it needs to be done very specifically for the plants to grow well. And as you can see here, the media hanging off the edge is enough paper towel. I found out the paper towel, 2 sheets, is just enough to get a full coverage and then hang off the side into the main water reservoir. This white tray sits in a mesh bottom full-size tray. This lets the water and air come into the roots, the humidity and the air to come into the roots, but the main media is kept wet by wicking action by the paper towel hanging off the edge. So you want to make sure this is inserted into your system's main growing tray. And that's it. This keeps the media wet but not flooded, which lets the, if you can show this level up here, lets all the baby seeds pop but not have to fight the water tension and to be able to rise up and get their first leaves up to start photosynthesizing. So you can see it's the same setup here. And as a note, if you wanted to, you can cover this for up to 3 days to get your crop a little higher for easier harvesting, but we're not there yet. So once they pop, you can turn the lights on. I'm going to show you a couple different ways to set these up also. You can experiment on your own, always. So back here, it's the same setup, but we have a 6-inch dome. Now I've modified it and put 2 holes on either side by inserting a steak knife all the way through and then twisting and pushing in and out. And I cut 2 slits here for the light panels. So the idea is the light's heat, if you can see in here, there's 2 holes in the top. The light's heat should dissipate out the top and hopefully draw air in to replace the air that's dissipating off the top, that's rising off the top. The lack of this whole inside being covered by water moisture on the side means that it's working. You're getting decent airflow. You can see there's air stagnant on these corners though because you're getting moisture buildup. So you're seeing in real time. This has been in there for several days. This is my favorite, and I think this is going to be a really interesting way to grow. If you look down on the side, on the level below, here we have different lights. So one of these bars is as strong as one of those panels. So it's like having 2 panels, 50 watts over each tray. And here we're experimenting, so the height is very high to mitigate. And you can see the canopy is much larger, even at this greater distance. These are more expensive, but they're more powerful. So we're dealing with that and trying to figure out the best way to use them. Different suppliers though. And here, so we're measuring or experimenting with the overhang method and a double stack method. So here we have 2 of those shallow white trays just stacked on top of each other with the grow media there. And this is, we'll see if it's better or not, but that's how we're thinking about microgreen production. We'll pick the winner and just go with it, and members will obviously be immediately updated, but one of these is going to be the best way to grow. We're going to harvest and weigh and look at the costs for that. So you'll always have options, but they will always be tested and approved options.